Hello everybody. I'm going to start with American flag. Always, all the videos will be that way. I'm doing a tribute to the troops. I got relatives past and present, and I'm dedicating that to them just for the good job that they're doing. This ain't no gimmick. I live in Apache Junction, Arizona. I sold my property, and I'm planning to do some full-time RVing. So here's some of my yard. That's neighbors across the street. And that's a cactus that lightning hit and landed in the AC. That's my new AC unit. I'm going to show you a little bit of the area around here. That's a Christmas tree that I planted a long time ago. That's the Superstition Mountains. The natives, American natives, love to have their own superstition. That's why it's called Superstition Mountain. So you can hike up in the mountain around it, but make sure you plenty of water. Summertime you want to double up on the water. In the wintertime just take an extra gallon just for that purpose. Never know, you don't want them to carry you around. So I'm going to go pan around and show you around the back of the house. That to the right is my basil. It belongs to my grandson because he loves his basil, his pizza and spaghetti. To the left it's his jalapeno next to the Christmas tree back there that I planted. Another one that I planted. He's good at that, but he likes jalapeno hot. Not hot, but he likes in his guacamole. And going back around the porch there, that's the other Christmas tree, and there's the original one, that one that's probably about 40 feet high. We're a lot of scarce around here, so they don't go this big unless you got city water, which I don't. That's my well back there. Well, this video is going to be a little bit of sightseeing, a little bit informative. I'm trying not to do any plugs on it, but I will give you a plug a little bit in a few minutes. That's the Goldfield Mountains behind my yard. That's wildlife trails and stuff that you can do back there, mountain bike and same thing as the Superstitions. And that's my RV that I just bought. Well, let's talk a little bit about RVing. Well, they tell you before you buy a used one, because we can't afford to buy the $400,000 ones. You know, we're not rich, even though I did sell my house, I didn't get that much money for it. Well, they say look for bulges. Well, I got a couple of little bulges on it, and I've seen some newer ones, and they were only about 5 or 10 years old, and they had bigger bulges than mine does. So it's kind of been taken care of. So what you do is you check it out. And like you do if you're buying a pickup truck, engine whites and everything. Then you let your wife, girlfriend or whatever go inside and look in the covers and see how she likes the house. The inside is just like a regular house, except that you have more maintenance on it than a regular house. This is a 92 model. I'm not going to give you the name of it, but maybe somebody can figure it out, or they can zoom in and might see the name on it. And it's a 25-footer. We're happy to do it. We're leaving tomorrow morning. We've been busy packing this stuff with us. Well, here's the thing. You call and make an appointment to get it inspected. That's good in everybody's theory, but it's not really going to work, because when I called the business season, it told me 2 or 3 months. Well, off the season when it's 112 out here and everybody's hardly gone, except the locals, they told me 2 weeks, so I couldn't get them inspected. So that's why I said you do your own thing like you're buying it, and you get it. This is the 8th RV that I've seen. This one, it wasn't sold from under me, because the first one with the money gets it. They're not going to wait for you to get inspected. And I know they tell you, well, don't buy if they don't tell you. Well, people are buying them like crazy, because like I said, within 2 week spans, this is the 8th one that I've seen that I end up buying, and they happen to be real close by. That's why I ended up getting it. So there's the part of the front. I'm going to walk towards to it. Now, this RV shops, that's where I'm going to tell you the truth about it before I walk inside. I got recommended before I knew any better, and I took it to this place, and I couldn't switch my house batteries, and I didn't know nothing about that area of the automotive business, and RVs are different. My switch inside was, because of being old, it was messed up, so I took it down and they told me $120. Well, $120 was $700 later, because they started doing all kinds of stuff and inspections and all that stuff. Now they're supposed to be an expert RV place. I think they're ripoffs. About $700 later, I learned the hard way. That's what he did. So I wasn't happy. They were holding my RV hostage. So I hope they see this video. They know who they are. And so my neighbor recommended this other place after they put the switch in, and my steps really didn't work either, which I didn't have a problem with that. And they wanted more money. So my neighbor says, well, we'll take it down to this other place. So I took it down there, and I asked them, they said, well, $90. Well, I've been in the automotive business, and I thought $90, man, they'll check it out and see, $90. When it runs to $90, they'll call me up and say it's going to cost so much more. Well, I found out a lot of the RV places out here, they don't. So I recommend you get an estimate. So when you go take that guarantee estimate before you walk out of there, you can take it back and you can shove it up down their throat because they overcharge you. Well, the $90 ended up being $150. Well, I said, I told you $90. You told me $90. I said, well, that's $90 to look at it, then whatever with diagnosing. Well, that's not the way it works in the automotive business. That's why I call them rip-off. So they said, take me to state small claims court. Sorry, the videos are not edited. What you see is what you get. And I said, well, all right, for them $50, the heck with it. I paid it. I got my RV back. Well, I found this other place, and they're pretty honest. They code you whatever they say, and that's exactly what you're going to pay. When you go pick up your RV, they're not going to be surprised you. When they reach their limit, they're going to call you back, and they're going to tell you it's going to cost so much to get your RV fixed. And that place is called Desert RV. There are 92nd or 98th Street, someplace in that area, on Main Street in Mesa, Arizona. It's real close to Apache Junction. So I would recommend that you take your vehicle there if it's not automotive associated, because they don't do automotive work there. And they're honest. They helped me out a lot. I needed a fire alarm, and then I needed a LP gas detector because the original ones were too old and then they weren't working properly. And he told me it's going to take 3 or 4 weeks. I'm shooting this video the day before I have to leave, so I can't wait for them to get the part on. So he told me to go to a local hardware store, and I did that. And buying the 2 of them, I ended up $7 or $50. And that was nice of him to recommend that I go to a local hardware store and get it and save some bucks, which it does help. So now I'm going to walk inside and I'm going to show you a little bit of the RV. But that's what I wanted to show you, to explain to you that a lot of these other places, and I never seen it on a video telling you about this RV, except they had a lot of high recommendations, and you better read the high recommendations, because people put high recommendations and don't go by the 4 or 5 stars, because that's a joke until you start reading it. Because I read a 5-star review and they told me exactly what I just told you. So that was their review, and that wasn't mine. Same company. Okay, this is the front of the motorhome. We're working on getting ready to ship out, and I'm going to walk back a little bit. There's the table a little bit. There's plenty of space up on top and around the view. There's my books and everything. I'm going to flip around here. That's my new clock there. And there's more shelving on top, and the way in the back is the microwave. There's a shelf on top. Now I'm coming down to the oven. There's the oven and the sink. There's more spaces down in there. And to the left, from bottom up, the first one is shelves on, you can put all your groceries and stuff on it. The second shelf is your dressing, your wardrobe and stuff. And then we got the shower. To go, let's go to the back of the bedroom. There's the bedroom. It's a full-size bed. It'd be fine for both of us, a little bit tight. I'm coming back down, and this is the bathroom there. I'm not going to open that up. And here we come with a refrigerator. And there it is. That's it. All she goes. Now we just gotta load everything up and head out for the road. I appreciate all your comments on the videos, on how I shot it. If I missed something and I didn't like it, if I was too fast, that's something you didn't care for. I'll take all the comments, good, bad, on everything. I'm going to try to post a video once a week, and I'm going to try to answer all your questions or comments, good or bad, no matter what. So if you want to, you can subscribe, and we'll go from there. So you all have a good time now, and we'll see you down the road. Bye.